What is the most disgusting secret you're hiding right now? My younger brother used to eat the dog food because he thought it would make him better friends with the dog. We began to leave a bowl out for him next to the dog bowl. When I was 8, my 19-year-old cousin tried to make out with me. I remember him rubbing my leg and kissing me in the kitchen whilst my mum was in the living room. I didn't understand what was really happening at the time, but I knew I didn't like it. I kept nervous giggling and pushing him away. After a couple of minutes he looked disappointed and walked away. I don't remember if he ever tried anything else. He was killed in an accident 3 years later, and I chose never to tell anybody as I didn't want to add to my aunt's grief. I used to lie. Like a lot. I used to make up stories to tell people, just for the sake of it. I don't do it anymore, although this leads me to telling the same stories over and over. I drew a massive penis on the ceiling in my art classroom, probably a meter long, and it's been there for years. I asked friends who have brothers and sisters there, and they say it's still there. It's been like 8 years now. It's now the school's heritage. A guy whose dad worked on our farm took me way out back when I was about 7 to 8 and made me suck his dick. Probably happened about 12 years ago, only my GF knows. A buddy of mine had a wife that used to be a stripper. She ended up leaving him for one of her patrons. Before she left him, she was impregnated by him, my buddy. She ended up marrying the guy she left him for, and the newish dad is basically raising his kid. I'm still friends with both of them on Facebook, since I was cool with both of them, and her son definitely looks like him. This was maybe 7 to 8 years ago. I just shut the fuck up about the whole situation. My senior prom was in 2010. After prom I had a party at my parents' cabin just outside of town. Later that night I found my boyfriend having sex in my car with my volleyball co-captain. I didn't confront them, but instead went to his car, which was only 2 or 3 weeks old, and took a shit in the passenger seat. I wiped with some napkins he had in the glove box and put them in his cup holders. I went back inside and kept drinking. I once found a chocolate bar in a trash can when I was waiting at the bus stop. I ate it. I tried to smoke a cigarette with my ass. A friend helped me put it there. It didn't work. I was once. This is awful. I'm so sorry. I still feel so bad. I was once delivering pizza and I couldn't find the address, so it took me a while to deliver. Upon reaching up the apartment complex I dropped the damn pizza, didn't say a word, and handed it to her. She left a nice tip. I'm so sorry.